Hello. I'm a day late doing this. I'm really sorry I didn't post yesterday. The day got away with me, obviously, with all the changes in the economy at the moment. We are really talking to a lot of people about our part-time business. But I'm here today to talk to you about fitness and food, because that's Wednesdays, it's Thursday. And I'm not going to apologise for the little photographs I've been sharing, because I know some of you will be sniggering at my really old man rubbish camera type pictures of the sort of breakfasts that we're having, lunches that we're having, the teas that we're having. But what I want to get across is simple nutrition that you can take with you for life, rather than short-term shreds, bikini diets. It's either bikini diets in the summer, it's little black dress in the winter for the Christmas party, it's after Christmas 30 days, 6 days, stuff like that. What we want to do is just allow you to understand food a little bit more, so you know how to build a balanced plate. Now, if you are training towards an event, or there's a health reason you need to do a particular type of calorific control, if that's the right word, then obviously that's cool. But for most people, the type of stuff I'm sharing with you is enough to keep you healthy, live longer, it's balanced, and it's easy, which is the main thing. So a lot of people think they're going to go from what they normally eat to something complicated if they want to improve their diet, whether it's to lose weight or gain weight or whatever. Now, going back to the food dead quickly, if you, for most meals, chop some fruit or veg up and stick it on your plate, if you, for most meals, have some kind of protein source and stick it on your plate, and if you add your traditional starchy carbs, which is pasta, bread, potatoes, couscous, that kind of thing, you put that on last, you'll probably end up all right. Okay, but if you need any more assistance or shopping lists or food lists, then I've got some bits of ideas you can fire over to me. Now, the reason I wanted to pop on really is obviously with the economic climate, it's like we're in year 2 of it sort of imploding on us, and it's slowly catching up with us. I work in a space that means you are investing your discretionary income. Okay, so your mortgage isn't discretionary, your energy bills aren't discretionary, you have to pay someone for those things or you get in trouble. Being fit and healthy, well, that's up to you whether you want to do it, and sometimes it's the first thing to go, and for me, it should be the last. And I remember in COVID, when our gym closed down before I joined the industry, before I got involved, the gym closed, and I continued to pay my membership because I valued what that place had done for me so much. And as a community of people, I'm not saying my community or where I work is no better or worse than anywhere else. All these places have their own vibe, their own people, and all that kind of stuff. And what I want to do is just sort of give you a bit of an idea on where you can get the most bang for your buck for the money that you invest in your fitness journey. Now, I'm going to assume you're already training, and this is to drive more business to my friends who are in the industry, not take it away, and maybe give you guys some ideas about how you might get a bit more business in, as well as the masses here who are probably not involved in getting a trainer, how you can access some coaching without spending a load of money. First one is if you're already training. Something I did this morning with a young guy. He's already training, but he just wanted some tips on a particular part of his training. He's working on his pull-ups. So I spent a bit of time with him on that and his nutrition. That's a one-off thing, and we'll probably catch up in a few weeks' time, see how he's got on. I'll give him a bit of homework to do when he's on his training session. And that's how the gyms that I work in kind of operate. You get this group class, or people are training, and then when they want some extra help, then they will then pay for a one-off hour or a one-off block of sessions to help them with a particular skill, whether it's weightlifting, skipping, pull-ups, gymnastics, that kind of thing. There's something they want to work on. They're not just paying for someone to take them through the program 2 to 3 times a week at maybe 30, 40, even £50 an hour, which for most people's inaccessible. Another great option for you is to go to group class. Okay, most of us do not need someone stood over us for an hour telling us exactly what we need to do all of the time. A group class with a good coach will give you enough to work on, even in a busy class, and you're obviously sharing that split across either a monthly membership or a group of friends. So you can go for small group PT, get 4, 5, 6 of you together, and you'll each work, you'll share the clients, that you share the coach's time, but you'll still be working your own program within that time. Or you can join a group class like with CrossFit or strength and conditioning, where everyone does the same thing, obviously at different weights and different intensities for everybody, depending on their experience and all that kind of stuff. And you'll get bang for your buck that way. So I've been looking at some places near us. In fact, I'm not going to name them all because I don't want to miss anybody out, but if you're in Rochdale or Oldham or Bury, drop me a note and I can send you some ideas. But a group class type environment where I live costs between £80 and £120 per month, depending on the gym, the facilities, the coaches, the experience, the size. How obviously the newer gyms are a bit cheaper, the more established ones obviously have different facilities and that kind of stuff. But let's say we take an average of £100 a month. Sounds a lot, but if you go 4 times a week, that's £6.25 per class for you to be fitter, stronger, more confident, happier, a bunch of new friends, learning new stuff every day. And each one of those classes you walk away from one thing to work on, or one thing that you did well, or one thing that you found out about yourself that day. Then, you're on a couple of hundred things to be developing your fitness over the course of a year. So I hope that helps. There is more than one way to